Traveling the world can be a thrilling adventure, but not all destinations roll out the welcome mat equally for everyone. In 2024, some countries have made it clear that Americans might not be as welcome as you'd think, whether due to political tensions, visa restrictions, or cultural sensitivities. Certain places may prove challenging for US citizens. Let's take a closer look at 10 countries where Americans are not particularly welcome in 2024. First on the list is North Korea, which has been largely inaccessible to Americans for years. The US government has banned travel to North Korea because of the significant risk of arrest and detention under false pretenses. If you somehow manage to visit, every movement you make will be monitored, leaving no space for genuine exploration. Americans have been detained here in the past for minor infractions, making it one of the most dangerous destinations for US citizens. Iran is a country full of rich culture, stunning landscapes, and incredible history. However, for Americans, the strained political relationship between the two nations makes travel extremely difficult. Obtaining a visa is a lengthy and uncertain process. If you do manage to visit, you'll likely face heightened scrutiny, and there's always a risk of detention, particularly for dual US-Iranian citizens. In 2024, tensions remain high, making this destination a risky choice for Americans. Despite Venezuela's natural beauty and cultural vibrancy, it's not an easy place for Americans to visit. Due to deteriorating diplomatic ties between the US and Venezuela, Americans often face hostility and government scrutiny. Add to that the country's economic instability, high crime rates, and political unrest, and it's clear why the US State Department advises against travel to this nation. It's a shame because Venezuela has so much to offer, but safety must come first. Russia, a country known for its rich history and vast landscapes, has become an increasingly difficult destination for Americans. Ongoing geopolitical tensions, including those linked to the conflict in Ukraine, have made it risky for US citizens to travel to Russia. Americans may face visa restrictions, heightened scrutiny, and even the potential for being detained under false charges. If you're considering a visit, it's best to postpone until relations improve. China is a country that has fascinated travelers for centuries. However, the US-China relationship in 2024 is far from amicable. American travelers face increased surveillance, lengthy visa application processes, and strict monitoring during their stay. Journalists, researchers, or anyone involved in sensitive fields may face additional risks, including accusations of espionage. While China's attractions are undeniably impressive, it's essential to tread carefully as an American traveler. Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of Florida, might seem like an easy getaway. However, due to decades of political tension, Americans face strict restrictions when visiting. US citizens can only travel to Cuba under specific categories, such as educational or humanitarian reasons. Tourism is technically prohibited for Americans, and those who attempt to sidestep the rules risk heavy fines or legal trouble. While Cuba is rich in culture and history, navigating the regulations can be a headache. Afghanistan, once a hub of ancient civilizations, is now one of the most dangerous places for Americans to visit. Following the US withdrawal in 2021, the Taliban has taken control, and relations with the West have significantly deteriorated. For Americans, there's a high risk of violence, kidnapping, and wrongful detention. Afghanistan's cultural and historical treasures remain out of reach for most US citizens in 2024. Yemen is another country that's off-limits for most Americans due to ongoing conflict and instability. The country is experiencing one of the world's worst humanitarian crises, with widespread violence and a lack of basic infrastructure. For US travelers, the risks of terrorism, kidnapping, and targeted attacks are far too high. Although Yemen has a rich history and stunning natural beauty, it's not a safe destination at this time. While Saudi Arabia has been opening up to international tourists, Americans might find their welcome lukewarm. The strict cultural and legal norms can be challenging to navigate, and any misstep can lead to severe consequences. Political tensions also mean that Americans might face additional scrutiny. While Saudi Arabia's modernization efforts are impressive, travelers from the US need to tread carefully. Somalia, located in the Horn of Africa, is another country where Americans are strongly advised not to travel. The country faces ongoing issues with terrorism, piracy, and weak governance, making it incredibly dangerous for foreign visitors. Americans face a high risk of kidnapping and violence, and the lack of consular support adds to the danger. For now, Somalia remains a no-go for US citizens. While the world is full of amazing places to explore, not every destination is safe or welcoming for everyone. For Americans in 2024, these 10 countries pose significant challenges, whether due to political tensions, safety concerns, or cultural sensitivities. But don't worry, there are still countless other destinations that are eager to welcome you with open arms. Remember to always check travel advisories, respect local customs, and plan ahead to ensure a safe and enjoyable journey. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow travelers. Have you faced challenges traveling as an American? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy and safe travels.